Hello everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Friday. I'm Danny Shay. That's Psychic Duck. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello everybody. Happy Friday. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of news this week. Probably just scratched the surface of it. We have Lionsgate energy today, right now. Some people take it to, the exact time, but this energy's been building for a while. We have Mercury retrograde. We have other things going on in the sky. Tomorrow, the planets are going to form some sacred geometry formation. I have to look up sacred geometry because I'm not really clear with what it is. When I glanced at it for this particular date, tomorrow, 8/9, there was, it was two triangles and then a Merkaba on top of it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just say it's sacred geometry. What's the story? And I put a short video up on my other channel, Danny Shay's Journeys. I don't know why I need to put my name in front of everything. I feel like, Mr. Pumpkinhead. Put your name in front of everything. Well, I got it on my underwear. That came from going to camp. Had to write my name on my underwear. Too much information? Really? All right. I'm going to use the ancestral path before we jump into politics. And the question is my new favorite deck. And it's not new. It came out in 96, I think. I want to see what should we be looking at now versus what we are looking at. So it's kind of like, what should we embrace, what should we let go, that type of thing. What should we be focusing more on? What should we be focusing on using the ancestral path? I'm going to do 6. Is that the right card? There's a intention you can put in to when we're shuffling the cards, and when we put the intention in what we want to hear from source energy, spirit. When I shuffle, I don't need to shuffle very, very long. Just bring the cards that I need to see to the front right away. That'd be a good intention to put in there. Still shuffling. I guess I didn't put that intention in. Bring me the cards that I need to see. Got them. At the base of the deck is... Ooh. Yikes. Death. Ooh. Well, this is a good way to start a reading. Hi. Let me talk to you about death. For entertainment purposes only. Right? Right? We're just playing. We're just playing in this life. All right. As we get a little serious with this. So, number one, I love this big deck because I can hold it up and you can actually see things. So there is the person that is probably the one. We have an owl up here, and then we have, it looks, a young person that is playing, moving, digging in, pulling out skulls. And so play along with this. I mean, if you get some images and imagery with what I'm saying. So we have the lake or the river that needs to be crossed. This from here to there, from the 3D to the other side. But when I look at this, the first image that I got with this person was enjoy life. You know, the other side is going to come soon enough. Okay. And then I got the instruction card. Well, let me see. Maybe the instruction card will say something about how to enjoy life. So, oh, cool. Wheel of Fortune. Timing. Things in the sky. Lovely. Well, okay, this. So here, I got to cover up some of the naked parts because. So I get the star. So in this deck, we have 3 major arcanas in this spread here. Did I say I was going to do 6? I think I got thrown with that death card right away. So I only did 3. So we have death, rebirth. I always like to think, yeah, you know, when we let go of something, then we're going to be able to bring something more in. There are some karmic aspects to this that are going on. Clearly, we have Lionsgate. And then there is the Star of Hope. And she's taking water and balancing it, putting it on the earth, putting it back into the pond. And so, even though I got freaked out with the first card being death and going, oh, yeah, this isn't good. Well, it is good. We need to let go of something that is no longer serving us. And whether, you know, it's not physical death, it could be. Maybe it's not. Maybe this body isn't serving us any longer. Certainly, my hurty hand is, I could let go of the pain a little bit and go away, go away. But there is, it's just major shifts, and this is all for karmic lessons. And I'm not one on the karmic lessons that much. Just not. But I am in, you know, not so much lessons, but moving on from one thing to another. And this Wheel of Fortune certainly says things don't stop moving. Things just keep spinning. And we have this planetary alignment. And when we're talking about today with Lionsgate Portal, and we're talking tomorrow with the planetary alignment of the sacred geometry, we get the Star of Hope. Oops, yeah, I can't show that. I have to, the Star of Hope. Yeah, she's wearing a bathing suit, so. So, from what I get with this, we are in a big transition period. Huge. 3 major arcana cards in this deck. In this spread, I should say. Death, rebirth, karmic wheel of fortune, spinning, always moving. Once you're on the top, then you're on the bottom, and then the Star of Hope, bringing balance and happiness. And what do we want? What do you want? This is the time to bring those manifestations right right in play. All right, 10 minutes and 1 second as I looked. Gonna dig into politics a little bit. And oh, yay, do we have it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy out there. Crazy. All right, so we talked about the planetary alignments. I do have notes. You wouldn't know it by the ramble, but I do have notes. The thing that I want to, I think, look at right away is the gerrymandering. And I want to look at it from a different point of view. I'm getting videos from some of you all, and I look at the videos and I went, oh my gosh, that was 5 years ago or 4 years ago when I did this. And, you know, I would get readings from some of you amazing tarot readers. And I'd go back and relook at it and go, oh my God, 4 years ago? Time flies. That Wheel of Fortune keeps rolling. So, but I read on gerrymandering back in the day when my hair was a little shorter, when I was in a bathrobe. And I said, this gerrymandering is going to change with the new administration. Well, it didn't change with the Biden administration. And maybe I should have been more specific, but I remember saying that, which is odd because I could hardly remember anything I say. So, maybe it was when Pumpkinhead leaves. I don't know. It feels like he's never going to leave. Looked at the Rose Garden pictures. They finished that. Well, the cement garden pictures. They have little cafe tables. Oh, how cute. And was it white and yellow umbrellas? Okay. I'm thinking, who's serving the coffee there? Who's going to go there to hang out? Those of you who live in the DC area, there's a couple of months where the weather's really, really, really pretty. It isn't Florida. But the other 10 months, it can be brutal. I wonder how those umbrellas are going to look with snow on them. Okay. Gerrymandering. So we have the Texas Democratic leadership for the state house went to Illinois, and a couple of the Texas leaders, the government, the AG, can't believe he's still there, Paxton, and then Senator Cronin is all saying, let's send the Department of Justice to go get our state senators. Now, state representatives. Now, this is kind of weird because the Department of Justice, that's not their job. The FBI is Federal Bureau of Investigations for federal stuff. This is state. So, I don't know. You know, it just doesn't, I mean, all this stuff that they throw up against the wall just doesn't seem like it makes any sense. Now, with John Cronin, it makes a little bit of a sense. And I got this from Jasmine Crockett, where she goes, I like him. He's you know, he's a good-ish Republican as far as good-ish Republicans go. But what I didn't know was that he and Ken Paxton another criminal, is they're battling for the Senate coming up. So Cronin needs to satisfy his MAGA base, and so he's going, yeah, let's sick Kash Patel on him. You know, and Kash Patel, he doesn't know what the FBI is supposed to do. I mean, he's looking through his Fox News handbook, and I know that was he's not Fox. What is he? Did he have a podcast? So crazy. Maybe he can ask Judge Jeannie Pirro. Judge, what do I do? All right. Let's look at this gerrymandering thing. Are we going to get away from gerrymandering? Are we going to get away from the gerrymandering? Yes. Moving on. Moving on to calmer waters. You have the Swords of Truth on this boat. I'm using my Rider-Waite here. Really? For those who don't know anything about tarot, Rider-Waite was one of the first decks. Okay. And it's probably the one that I would still use if I was learning tarot versus some of these other ones, like the Sacred Path Tarot. It has nothing to do with the Rider-Waite-Smith. So, well, maybe a little, but not much. It's being challenged by the Knight of Wands. New information coming up. It's moving on. At the base of this is my Democratic card, the Ten of Cups. The Emperor is in the past, like that. And we have the Knight of Cups. I'm going to drop this down so y'all can play. The Knight of Cups up here, my bracelet broke, is Knight in Shining Armor. Maybe he's a false knight. Maybe he's going, yeah, hey, I got this. We're going to change. And then doesn't, because the Emperor's still in play here. And in the potential near future, moving on. Movement. Yes, the Chariot. Major movement. So, are we going to fix our gerrymandering process? We are moving away from where we are right now, and maybe this is moving on to calmer waters. This is my Democratic card, so even if I try to flip it to maybe it's, the Republicans are still going to continue their gerrymandering ways, I get no, because we're moving on to calmer waters. The Emperor is in the past, and we have forward movement in the potential near future. But with this Chariot, the two lions, they're not moving. So we have to get through this cycle. This cycle of, and I go back to the Sacred Path deck, death and rebirth. We're not there. We're on the wheel of fortune. Okay, let's look at, I want to look at ICE recruitment. And then I'm going to get into our finances a little bit. Oops, let me lift this up. So ICE is having a lot of trouble recruiting people. Psychic Duck, what do you think of ICE? Oh, hi everybody. Yeah, I'd like to talk about this. You would? Oh yeah, I think I'm going to join. What? Yeah. Why? $50,000 in bonus, signing bonus. Well, yeah, and they're gonna reduce or forgive $60,000 in student debt. Well, they can't do that. That's woke, duck. That's woke. You don't want to be a woke duck, do you? Oh, maybe. Okay. So you're thinking of going to joining ICE? Yeah, because I used to work for FEMA. Yeah. And now they're kind of pushing me in there. Okay. When are you going to apply? Soon. I'm gonna go in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned. All right. Okay. Do you need to leave now? Yeah, I need to leave now. Okay. Wow. He's gone. She, them. He, she, them. Very woke. Okay. ICE. So they're having trouble recruiting. They're in PsychicDuck, or wherever PsychicDuck is now, was right in that they are giving hang on, up to $60,000 in federal student loan relief. And I remember back in the day when Pumpkinhead would be screaming, oh, they're just giving money away. So $50,000 signing bonus, and they are taking certain FEMA employees and putting them into ICE. They're taking some police, putting them into ICE. So I think I'm going to still use this deck, although I may switch to my Deviant Moon deck. Where are we going with this ICE recruitment? Dean Cain. What a slimy guy. Ugh. Ugh. So he was an actor on and he played Superman on the New Adventures of Superman. And anyway, so he's using him. Oh, a little side note. So instead of, I'm watching some mindless TV, and I saw The Day After Tomorrow with Jake Gyllenhaal, who I really like as an actor, and and Dennis Quaid, who I don't like as an actor. And he's pretty MAGA. And so Dennis Quaid was the scientist warning against global warming and natural disasters. And there was such a parallel to today. It was really fascinating in that respect. It's a mindless movie. Yeah. But it's just scary where we are with, and it's been going on for a while, which tells me, I mean, this has been percolating. So we're just getting it out of our system, going back to the initial 3 cards: Death and Rebirth, Wheel of Fortune, and the Star of Hope. The Star card. Okay. ICE. South Park. Oh my gosh. South Park was so funny. I haven't watched it. I don't subscribe to Paramount Plus, although I am like this far from doing it just so I could watch South Park. They are going hard. They still have Trump naked, sleeping with the devil. They have Kristi Noem's face melting, and everybody has to put it back together again. Oh my God! She finds out that there are brown people in heaven, so she sends ice up to heaven to go get them. Oh my God. South Park is going so hard at this administration. They are not letting up. So good. They have J.D. Vance and Trump on Fantasy Island, and who's the boss? The plane. Well, that's J.D. Vance. And then Stephen Colbert, he goes, I have 10 months left, and I'm not holding back, and he is not. There's a lot of bleeps and blurred images in his monologue. All right, let's get back to it. Ice. And I got that dang song in my head, baby. Okay. One-hit wonder. What was your favorite one-hit wonder? Now I gotta. It isn't Ice, baby. Tell you that. All right, let's go. Let's just go. Are they going to really have? I mean, are they going to be able to do what they want to do? I mean, how's the recruitment going? It doesn't look like it's going well. They're pulling people from other agencies. This is the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. Let's drop it down. Okay, so we get the Wish card. It's just sitting there all happy. Look at what I did. Look at that. Yeah, I got ice coming from every single agency in the U.S. government. You have the Knight of Cups, Knight in shining armor coming through. Slow moving knight at the base. So this could be the false knight, which I'm thinking it is with this wish card. So this is like, be careful what you wish for, because you just be careful. Slow recruitment. In the past, as it relates, they're getting a little beat up, and I look at this and I go, is that border security? I mean, that's what it should be, but it's so much more than that now. And at the top of the reading is, this is my apprentice card. I have two apprentice cards, the Eight of Pentacles and this. But this one, you have the two people with plans showing the worker how to restructure, fix the church. This could also be dark money too, Russian money. Okay, gotta clear up my desk a little bit. Let me slide everything over. Come on, Danny. Come on now. All right, and then some fast-moving action with the Knight of Swords. So it feels like, they're kind of slowly moving forward. They're kind of getting this together. They're throwing a lot of dark money at it. $50,000 signing bonus. And I know, yeah, it is over 3 years, but still, eliminating federal student loans. Okay. And I don't know a lot about federal student loans versus state loans versus college loans. I don't know much about that. But something's coming fast, and this looks like a legal come on, Danny. A legal challenge. Internally with ice, it's the Sword of Truth. The Ace of Swords. This feels like a new legal challenge, but it could be ice saying, look at the sword I got. Nine of Pentacles. And this is all the money that they've just gotten from the badass bill. But this is also a restricted card. You still have a lot of money, but you're in your own little garden and you're not able to go outside of the garden and spend it as freely. I mean, you could, but you're not. It's like all in-house stuff. So you're not getting any new people coming in. At a crossroads, and I'm not reading on her. I'm not reading on her. I'm not reading on her. Queen of Cups. So Ice Ice Barbie is not the Queen of Cups. What's the secret in the cup? What is the secret? So we have this Queen of Cups that is rational, calming, supportive, fast-moving action, and worry. It feels like to me that this worry is going to be taken care of by this Queen of Cups energy. These legal challenges. Okay. Does that make sense? And then if I read that where I don't want to go, the Queen of Cups energy is going to bring the Sword of Truth. And we can stop worrying. Let's see if the immigrants that are, let's just read on the immigration population and how, let's just do a 411 on them. Let's just do a 411 on the immigration population of the U.S. Besides the fear that they're experiencing with this right now, besides that, what is the outcome? Are they gonna stay in the U.S.? Are they gonna find respect in the U.S.? I mean, some of these lawmakers who I hear on the news that are from Cuba and they're talking and saying they support this action. I just don't get it. I don't understand it at all. The immigration. Are the immigrants in the U.S. who want to come to the U.S., will they find, excuse me, solace and respect for the U.S. again? If they ever lost it, I don't know. 411 on them. The Hierophant. The higher order of things, the government being challenged by the Ten of Pentacles. This is my Republican card. Celebration is at the base. They come to the U.S. to find a better life for themselves. In the past, as it relates to this, is being imprisoned. At the top of the reading, sadness, loss. There's still 2 cups. And the potential near future is the Lover's card. Again, I probably should cover up. I don't know. I haven't gotten caught on that. I did get caught. Somebody sent me an email saying that I used their music. And I go, I don't use music in my video except on very rare occasions that are normally unlisted, or I am not monetizing it. And it says, yeah, it's okay to do that. You just can't monetize it. So I don't know what they're talking about. And they send me a link and I'm not opening it. And so I said, just tell me the name of the video. They won't do it. Okay, here we go. So, naked parts on the cards. Let's get back to the immigrants. Their love for the country, the love for So I still think that there is something going on that they're going to be celebrating and coming back. But right now they're feeling trapped and they're feeling loss. But the ability for them to make money in this country with this Ten of Pentacles, I mean, that's the American dream, is to be able to live free and do whatever you know, become whoever you want. And we have the Fool in the internal position, going on a new journey, taking that leap of faith. Will they ever come back? I am saying yes. We have the Wheel of Fortune as it spins. This is not a stagnant situation. It's in constant flux. It's in constant movement. So yes, this will pass. This imprisonment, this loss will pass. There is going to be a newfound love. Hopes and fears, we have the Democratic card. And the final outcome is retreat for now. Sickness. I'm not sure who this is referring to. Is it the current administration, or is it the immigration? I think it's the immigrants are retreating. Let's just get a clarifier on that. They're switching things around. They're creating something, or something is being created by this Wheel of Fortune and this Magician card and the Fool card that is going to take them on a new journey. And they're, whoops, I don't know if you can see this, and they are moving on to calmer waters. So whatever, you know, right now we have loss, we have sickness, retreat, we have imprisonment, but those cards are the minor cards compared to the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, celebration, the Fool card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Democratic card, even though that's in the hopes and fears. And right now, they are moving. You can see the same swords here almost. They're moving to a better place. All right. So it feels like ICE is not going to stick around for as long as they intend it to. It's going to shift, and the immigrants are going to be coming back. That's kind of what I think. And hey, we got Psychic Duck, what happened? I signed up. What? Yeah, I signed up. I got 50,000 ducats. You got 50,000 ducats in advance. All right. Well, you're just scary. Yeah. I don't like the way I feel. You don't? No. So do you think that 50,000 ducats was worth it? No. I'm going to give it back. Oh, I hope you can. Yeah, me too. I'm going to go now. Okay, you're going to go? Yeah. All right, well, I wish you the best of luck. You know, I'm a duck. I can change my feathers pretty quick. Okay, well, let's see. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, I'm a duck. All right. Yeah, I didn't like that. That was creepy as hell. You think? Oh, yeah. I got to see Christy Naomi close up. Oh. Okay. All right. We're almost 40 minutes in. Let's look. Oh, my gosh. So the tariffs have taken effect. Trump fired. Gosh. Just so much is in flux, and they're spinning the numbers, and the numbers don't make sense. They just, it doesn't make sense. So one of the things that the Fox News guy was saying, that the tariffs are going to give the government billions of dollars. And I go, well, what are they going to do with that billions of dollars? And the spokes guy from the Trump administration, I can't remember his name, said, well, we can pay down the debt. And I'm like, well, okay, okay, I'm for that. Or we could do something else with it, give ICE more money. Or we could, and I'm like, you just have another concept of a plan. What happened to the health care? What happened to that? Anyway, so these tariffs are going up. SNAP is being reduced. A lot of this crap is going to really start hitting the fan. So one of the things that Heather Cox Richardson mentioned was that with the loss of the SNAP program, where you give food assistance to rural communities, so now that money's not there. And where would that money be spent? Rural grocery stores. So what's going to happen to the rural grocery stores? See, these concepts are not flushed out. I don't need to tell you that. But that's going to be a big change. That is going to be a big change. So we have manufacturing going down. And what numbers are we looking at? Because they're all being manipulated. And that's really frightening for the business community. So is the business community going to step up and create their own accounting? Or do we need to worry about it? Is a new administration, which I am firmly, I have a hard time, projecting to the future with this administration, how it keeps going, because to me, it's unsustainable. And to me, the lotus will be POTUS. And I think she needs to wrap her head around it. Somebody mentioned, I can't watch this other guy, Cash, who is not saying that Kamala is going to be president. And so I went, really? So I went and I watched what he was saying. And, he's really good with what he does, getting snapshots in time of the energy. And I'm like, yeah, I see that. And when I saw what he had said about Kamala was exactly what I said Wednesday about Kamala. That she got beat up. So she needs to get out there, feel the love, and she does feel the injustice, but start seeing where she can be the best help she can for the country. I don't think she's going away. And she says, well, maybe I'll do, be an AG, or maybe I'll do whatever. But I think she's got deeper callings. And that's just me. I could be right, I could be wrong. The only one that I know, look at the two cards I got at the bottom. Loss and judgment. I'm not judging her and how she is moving through this path. She's out in the cold. It's just scary. Can you imagine I'm asking myself, Danny, can you imagine if you had to go back to work? What would your first day on the job be like? Well, what would your job be like? Not a tarot reader. Not being a psychic medium. Not doing that. Because that is good. Although, if if I stop reading cards for a week, it's rough. The reading is not as smooth as it could be when I first start back again. And when I do without cards and just do straight like mediumship stuff, it takes a while to get your ducks in a row. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you decided to change back. Yeah, I didn't like that. All right. Ooh, I got to get going. Okay. What do I want to read on? The Rose Garden. Yeah. Let's. I'm so spacey. It's the sky. It's the stars. It's Psychic Duck jumping in and trying to be an ice agent. It just threw me. Okay. So I think I was going to read on something, but I forgot what I was going to read on. I want to read on Health and Human Services stopping the MNRA research. I mean, why would you stop the research? Okay, that was a stupid question. It's a stupid thing to do, stop the research, because they don't believe in any of the science. So Stephen Colbert and South Park, I think it was South Park. I don't know. I just watch bits and pieces on YouTube. But are we in for another big pandemic? Oh, this is a good way to end the show on. Are we in for another big pandemic? There's another big fire down in LA. And we have a fire just south of us that is really, really big. It's in my county. Luckily, we're not getting any smoke, and it's in a relatively unpopulated place for humans. Not so much the animals. So just send some healing waters out to them. But yeah, so north of LA and is one fire, and just west of me is another fire. Started putting a little bit of cream in my coffee, and I keep getting this throaty thing. All right. Are we going to have another pandemic? You know, when I kind of look at different parts of the country, I see different, like natural disasters, like the fires in California. Really cold weather up north. Like, maybe it's because I just watched that ice movie, Day After Tomorrow. So YouTube now has these old movies on that you can watch. And I think it may be just for the premium. I don't know. Anyway, let's look up, see what the cards say. In the U.S., I just hear, well, a lot of our data gets spread out to other parts of the world. Are we going to have another pandemic? Hold on. Stay tight. Keep things tight to the chest. Hold on. We have balance. We have temperance. Let me go pretty fast with this. Okay. We have the Thief in the Night. We have the Page of Swords in the past. To me, this looks like this was the vaccines. And then we have the Lovers up at the top and the Chariot moving on. We have a Celebration, the Three of Cups. We have Justice. We have Going Back to a Simpler Time. And we have Defending Oneself. New Emotional Start. And the Ace of Swords. A new shot. A new elixir. I feel with this reading, I mean, no big tower moments, no death cards, no sickness cards, illness cards. There is certainly something to be concerned with this Seven of Pentacles. Someone going in there and stealing our defenses, leaving only a few of them. And what is the few defenses that we may be able to have? It could be a little staying in not being out in big crowds. But there is this thing about balance and being grounded. A lot of this news information that we're getting is causing us to be sick. So we need to drop that out. Let it go. All right. I got to go. I'm late for an appointment. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.